Hey everybody, Ralph Havens here. Happy Monday morning if you're watching live. You know, Ben and I, this is Ben, back in when he was 2 years old, just about, no, not quite 2 years old, in a place called Punch Bowl on the Columbia River Gorge. He had just seen that a stone could be skipped on water. I love that picture. But but we have a thing Ben and I love to watch, and so does Baden. We love to watch fast cars on YouTube, drag races and stuff like that. And we were watching one last night of these modified Honda Civics. It was really cool. And one of the guys was talking about, he didn't have a lot of horsepower, 400 horsepower for him for this Honda Civic. And some of these other cars had, 800, 900 horsepower. And he said, yeah, but it's about what you put on the ground, it's spinning ain't winning, which means like if your tires are spinning at the start, you're not really moving. And I guess I should go this way. And I was thinking today, what's the biggest thing that has helped me to start moving forward? Because I had many episodes where many times when I've been like spinning my wheels and wondering why is something not working. And I was thinking, one of my things I'm going back to, I guess you'd call it the South, Nashville. And my mom lives just north of that in just outside of Columbia, Kentucky, out in the woods. And that's a whole story. And she had a big dream. My stepdad had a big dream, and a lot of stuff went really wrong back in the day, high school and then college, I guess junior high school for me. And I got to witness a lot of failure, a lot of devastation. And one of the things I have come to see, I'm going back in February for a really cool conference, and I'm hoping to really connect with this one guy that that helps people bring their gifts to the world. He actually uses his software to make all my websites, and he cares a lot, for kids, and he's got a big thing that he does to help kids to stop the trafficking of kids. Kids are being trafficked like property these days. If you haven't looked at that, it's pretty disturbing what's happening to kids and how they're being sold out to for really bad things. And so that's one of his things that he does to try to save the world. He gives a lot of money to that and a lot of promotion, and asks us all to donate for that. And it's a great cause. I think it's called Underground Railroad or something. But I'm hoping to connect more and more with him, because as you know, with me, one of my things is to make sure we don't hurt people. A lot of the health conditions that I see now, the autoimmune conditions, man, they seem to be man-made diseases. We didn't have those back years ago. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can do to help people get healthy and reverse physical conditions, and lots of stuff, physical as well as mental, emotional, spiritual stuff to shift to get people their health back. But one of the things would be to not get them sick in the first place, right? Especially the kids. And right now, 54% of American kids are sick. They're on pharmaceuticals and they've got significant medical problems. And it used to not be like that when I was a kid. And so that's one of my things, is to really solve that. And of course, part of it is to do real vaccine safety research, because the vaccines have never been safety tested. There's never been a single safety study done. So I want to get this kind of message out to my friend who does the software, who I'm going to see in a conference in Nashville in February. And then my mom lives about, I think, an hour north of that. I've been in Nashville before, and when my niece went to Vanderbilt, and then I went to visit my mom, and she hasn't seen Baden yet. She's only seen Ben once. And so I thought that would be really cool to show her that. And, show her little grandsons. And it's kind of devastating when you think of what she's done with her life. Devastating, devastating. Got her PhD in psycholinguistics, and never really used it. And one of the things that I notice now is a thing that I use every day to help me move forward. So I'm not spinning my wheels or just going backwards. And it's something that I realized, oh my goodness, that's what they were doing, my mom and my stepdad, for years. And it was modeled to me and I was doing it. So I want to get that to you, this information, because it's something that you can start doing today. And if you're interested in more, I can give you more information. But one of the things is, and I hope this helps you. I hope you want this, you know, because it's really cool information that I found. And the thing is, when we were in Del Rio, Texas, and we'd come back from Wisconsin, and my mom getting her PhD, and we were going to build this big clinic out just north of town, and do all this stuff with this money that my grandparents had given to us. One of the things that kept happening was there was a little part of town called Buena Vista, and it was where the new houses were. And my stepdad used to always complain about them because he said that they were rich people and they were just not good people, really, really not good people. They were rich people. They were doing things in wrong ways. And he's always complaining about them and always blaming them. And then the mail would come and he would say, is there a box of money for me? And he just, it was devastating to now that I look back and go, wow, look at what happened. And so here's the mind hack that I use, and I catch myself over and over and over again, is to never, ever, ever, ever complain. Never complain. Now, of course, there's some things that you would think, well, I have a right to complain. This stuff is wrong. And there's a difference, I think, between fighting for what's right, like fighting for the kids, you know, stopping human trafficking of kids and stopping vaccine fraud and doing what's right for the kids so that we don't have all these autoimmune and health conditions that are just skyrocketing right now. And they are skyrocketing. But there's a difference, I think, between complaining about it and then just resigning ourselves to the fact that there's these evil forces and these evil people and these rich people. There's a difference between that and never, ever, ever complaining and then seeing what we can do to move the needle, to go forward, to quit spinning our wheels and to take some responsibility and to do something in the world. And part of the doing something in the world is to figure out what's going on in ourselves, I think, in ourselves, and to clear the stuff in us that's in the way. And one of the things is complaining. It's really simple. And so, you know, you can try it. Tell me what you think if you want, or you could complain about it. But that's the biggest thing I see, because if we're judging rich people, if we're judging other people for anything, I think we're spinning our wheels. And instead, there's a way to go in and find out what is that all about. And what I found is that we're protecting something. We're protecting something, you know. There's a reason my stepdad was complaining about all those rich people. He was protecting some deep fear in himself. And so that's become my work, is to find out what's going on with me and what I'm protecting. And I was protecting a lot of stuff from that was keeping me safe back in the day when I was a little kid, but it's no longer needed anymore. And so when I look at people with health conditions, there's always something that they're protecting. There's always something they're protecting. It could be all sorts of stuff. And so if you find that and clear that, then they can move forward. And that's why I made my my masterclass about true healing. It's about helping people get over autoimmune conditions and anxiety conditions, but it's really about true healing whatever's in the way of your health and happiness. And so it's a bit of a commitment because it's 90 minutes long. I redid it and made it really cool. I think it's really cool because it used to have a lot of background noise and I just did it on as fast as I could because I was about to leave for San Diego. But the other day I redid it and did it in this room where it was quiet and took my time and really went into it and went very deep in this masterclass, so you can learn how to get to the root cause, what your body is really protecting you from. And so if you want that, you can grab it, ralphhavens.com/masterclass. It's a free masterclass, 90 minutes. It's a commitment to go through that much work and to learn it. But I think then you'll start to get the sense of what could be in the way of you and your true healing. And so, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, and there's a lot of things that we can do to help. And I wonder what your thing is, like how you're to help in the world and what's in the way of that. And if you want my help with that, go to ralphhavens.com/masterclass. I hope this video helps you. And let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Bye now.